Gang all day, 833-730-6377. You don't need kids to chime in on this. You could be athletic, like obviously Sienna.
Thanks, Joey.
Absolutely. You played softball all those years.
Yes, 9 years of my life.
Oh, and JD as well.
I get injured in softball, so I don't claim that sport.
So, shouts out to my son, Cruz, and the great program called Future You. Big shout to Coach Nick. What a great program they're in. They won the 10U championship. Now, here's the thing. Cruz is 10. Won't be 11 until next February.
Okay.
His friends are all turning 11 and 12 this year. Cruz is like the smallest in size and youngest on the team. So these kids are moving up to 11U fall ball. He can stay one more year at 10U, or he can move up. They're champions, but he's a small guy. And there's a big difference, parents, and for people that just know, there's a big difference of 10 years old and 12-year-olds.
Right.
Got the small guy, big heart. So I have the choice as parents, me and his mom, and obviously Cruz. I think we're going to try to get a hold this morning with Cruz and see what his thoughts are. Play up or down is a simple question. Play up or down, 833-730-6377. Should my son play one more year, 10U, play with kids who's just turning 10? Now he'll be the big dog or small big dog. Or go up, be the small guy but the tough guy. JD?
Yeah, I think he should play down, gets more reps, can just sharpen his skills before wanting to go up.
Cien's?
As the actual athlete on this show, no, I actually used to do this for softball, especially with my dad being my coach. I always played up. So whatever age I was playing the next age bracket up because my dad wanted to challenge me. I wanted to challenge myself. And yes, it does humble you at times. And I know football is more of a contact sport than softball, but it does make you better and compete better because obviously if you're playing up, you're playing with the best of the best there.
I think that's different in some sports, but football, you really got to be careful because it's such, like you said, a contact sport.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Good points, man. Casey, Phoenix, your thoughts? Play up or down?
I think if he stayed down, he could have opportunity to kind of teach the newcomers, a little bit about it and kind of like be a leader through that.
Right.
But also he could be challenged with playing with the bigger players. And honestly, if you hold off, he could get his growth spurt.
Hold off and get the growth spurt. Yeah, I'm leaning towards playing down. Selfishly, I think he'll get the ball more.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I'm wanting, getting a little bit more of the playing time.
And
Right.
I never thought about the leadership aspect around it.
Me either.
Because if he does get that confidence, that swagger, not only is he going to be having more reps, but he'll maybe develop some qualities you didn't see coming. I never thought about that.
Right. That's a good point. Yeah. That'll sharpen his skills on being a leader. Like, hey, Cruz, you already did this 10U thing. A lot of these kids are just 9. Some of them maybe just starting football. You would be a leader in this team. You got to lead this team, try to get to the championship.
Exactly.
That's a great point.
Why hasn't anyone brought that up? Wow.
Yeah.
Way to go, guys.
Well, you're the athlete, so-called athlete of the show.
Right. Well, I always play up. I never had to go low and stoop down to competition.
It's a tough decision to make being the parents, obviously, but yeah, he's just a small guy on the team. Somewhat to do with his age, but even if he was 11 or 12, he'd still probably be the smallest one on the team. Cruz just has a big heart. He plays as hard as he can. He takes a big hit. He gets back up. He wants to play so much. So, I don't know. Play up or down. You're saying play down, though.
Yeah, it sounds like he'd be a really great example for the younger crew.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point because I'm saying let him play up because he's worked so hard all season and all his friends are also moving up. So if he's qualified to move up with them, I feel like he can, thrive there. But that is a good point of saying he could be a leader. I do understand that.
Might be a selling point, I tell Cruz.
Yeah.
You'll be the leader. Remember that in school when you were like lunch leader or something? That was a big deal?
Yeah, line
Big
leader.
time.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you were lunch leader, you were doing it. So if I said leader, you would be the 10U leader. These kids are new. They're going to need your leadership. You've been through the program already. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, I think he'd like that.
Right. Okay.
He sounds like a nice kid.
Thanks for the ammo. I'm going to use that for him as we're going to try to get a hold of him and see what he wants to do.
Hey, anytime.
Thank you, love.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Love you.
Love you more.
Love you.
833
730.
Sienna.
Hey, that staycation setup's happening in minutes, catching up, cheaters. In the meantime, man, dad life. If you are a parent, you've probably been put in this situation. If you put your kids in sports, my son Cruz is 10. Most of his friends are turning 11 or 11 turning 12, and they just won championship. Congratulations to Future You. So he can play another year or another season, I should say, at 10U and stay down, play with new kids. And all his buddies, it's like a brotherhood when you play for a team and you win the championship. They had an up and down year. So they're trying to convince him to play up. But I have the small guy, the youngest on the team. So I have a decision, him and his mom. and I have a decision to play one more season, 10U, or move up to 11U. Big difference of 10 and 12, JD. You know this.
Big time, yeah. I was like 6'3" when I turned 12.
Obviously.
Where I was like 5'1", when I was 10.
That's an awesome thing. Like,
It's a big
just trying to buy time. Maybe he has a growth spurt over the summer.
Yeah, and now he's a veteran. Now he has that championship experience. He's going to get more reps. Got to play down.
Now, when Sienna turns a mom, 5 years or 6 or 8, then your kids obviously are going to be in sports. Are you playing them up or down?
Yeah, I think it's just natural for me because that's what I was used to. I always played up. And then plus, Cruz is already friends with these guys, so chemistry is really important. So he's already going to have that. You don't know how it's going to be with the 10U, this new 10U.
Big decisions. I will be calling Cruz in a hot second to get his take on it. Andrea Awatuki, what are your thoughts? Play up or down?
Honestly, I feel like, one, I'd ask him, and then you kind of know your kid. So if you feel like he can handle it, I have no problem with him playing up.
Yeah, I have no problem, but I do get worried as a parent that I know the difference of a 10 and a 12-year-old. 12-year-old kids, man, that's when they hit puberty, and some of these kids look like they drive themselves to these practices at 12 years old. They're big. They got mustaches and everything. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, they're on steroids.
These 12-year-olds nowadays, they just built different than I grew up. 12-year-old looks like they have like straight goatees and they got tats, ears pierced. I'm like, what the hell's going on with these 12-year-olds?
I think just, go with your gut feeling, though. If he's, really that much of a size difference, then no. Let him go ahead play again with the 10U before moving him up.
I feel like if I ask Cruz, he has the biggest heart, smallest guy, but biggest heart. He could take a hit. He'll want to play up, but as dad, I'm like, oh, man.
No, go with your gut.
Yeah, at what point as a parent, Joey, do you have to draw the line of trusting your kid? Because obviously Cruz wants to play probably 11U, but you do have to put your foot down. So it's like...
basically veto his vote.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I'm in this situation right now.
Play with him next year.
I feel like Cruz will get more reps when he's on the younger side. And I would ask Joey, how good do you think Cruz is at the sport? Because I do feel like that also plays a factor.
He's good. His trainer and his coach says he's athletic. He's just small. My gut's telling me to have him play down, but I know Cruz want to play up. And they become like a brotherhood. You know how it is in the sports?
Totally.
Like he wants to play with his team.
If you tell him no, will that crush his confidence as if he's not good enough to be at 11U?
Ooh, that's a great point. I don't know. That's a great point. They just won champs. Maybe I have to be delicate. No, I think, like JD says, if you play down, you're going to get that ball all the time.
Totally. And that's why I ask you, because I feel like normally, if I was a dad, I'd be like, if I knew he was good enough, I know that sounds crazy, but if I knew he was good enough and could compete, then I would bring him up.
Can I be dad for a second?
Sure.
They don't throw the ball enough to my kid.
I like it. Come on, man. No, you got to talk about it.
Oh, I talked that talk,
Yeah.
man. I was like, I didn't like the way that Cruz didn't get the ball as much. And Cruz got hands. He's quick and stuff. And even the parents like, man, they don't throw that ball enough to Cruz. I go, I agree. So with that said, is that going to be the same factor next season?
Right.
Or I know if he plays down 10U, he's going to get the ball all the time because now he's one of the champs and he's going to play with the kids that just turned 10. He's going to be the older 10 spectrum. So
Confidence, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right. Well, I think what you're saying is to ask Cruz, love.
Yes, for sure. But the more you kept talking about it, I say keep him in 10U.
I convinced you.
Yeah, forget what I said earlier. Keep him in 10U. He'll understand.
All right, let's call Cruz up. We're going to have that discussion with Cruiser. He's going to have to make a big boy decision here. I got my opinion. I say play down. JD, you say
Play down.
play down. Sienna,
I think he should play up.
play up.
Yeah.
All right, and you're confused. You're back to square one. You just don't know what the hell you're talking about.
No, I'm back at play down.
Play
That's
down.
my
All right, love.
Sorry,
Thank you
kid.
so much.
You too. Have a good one.
Don't tell me what to do, but
Anna?
got a big decision for me and my 10-year-old. They just won their championship game, which was pretty cool. It says called 10U, but most of his friends are turning 11 or going to be turning 12. My son's not going to be 11 until next year. So we're asking you, what would you do if your kid's on the smaller side? Big heart, but do you want him to play up with bigger boys in football or stay maybe one more season and play with 10-year-olds his age? So we're going to call my 10-year-old right now, guys.
Have to.
So far on the board, JD, you tell him to play.
Play down.
Play down. Sienna,
Play up.
play up. She wants him to play with the 14-year-olds. Wow, that's
Get
crazy.
bulldozed and die. Way to go.
Show hard. Let's call Cruz.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
Are you with Cruiser?
Yeah.
Can you take me off speaker and then pass the phone to him?
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Morning Mess. My son, Cruiser.
Bruiser the Bruiser.
Hi.
Are you still waking up, buddy?
No.
Yeah, sounds like it. Come on, wake up. There he is. Hey, Papa, on the show we're talking about fall ball.
Yeah.
And the big choices we have to make going into fall ball. Congratulations, you got your ring, you got the championship with 10U. Now a bunch of your friends who are turning 11, and you won't turn 11 till next year, are going to go play up to 11U. So everyone's having a discussion, opinion about should you play down, stay in 10U, or play up 11U. Have you thought about this at all?
Yeah, but I don't know.
You don't know still?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, well, let's discuss. What are the positives of you playing up with the bigger boys at 11U? What are the positives, Papa?
All of my friends are gonna be in 11 years.
Are your friends going to play 11U?
And Coach Elliott and all my student coaches.
You know the coach is going to play fall ball, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and what are the positives if you stay down, play 10U with kids that are turning 10?
The only thing is probably I might get more playing time and I'll get the ball more. But like you said, I don't know if our quarterback and the O-line will be good.
All right, there's a gamble. Who knows how the quarterback's going to be, how your O-line's going to protect you to get the ball. You definitely will get more play time. But someone had a good point, JD.
Yeah, you could actually become more of a leader if you stay with 10U. You can, be the leader of the team since you have some experience under your belt.
Yeah.
Any other? Well, Sienna thinks you should play up. Why should he play up, Sienna?
Because I feel like you put in a lot of hard work this past season, and you can definitely grow as an athlete by playing up with more mature athletes.
Are you still more confused now?
Yeah.
What do you initially think of right off the top of your head, Cruz? Like, if you got to choose right now, what would you want to do? There's no wrong answer.
Yeah, there's no wrong answer, Puppy, by the way.
Play up.
Play up?
I like that.
He's a beast.
I mean, I don't like that for the show topic because me and Joey are on the same page, but
we wanted you to play down, but play up. Okay. Well, is your sister there next to you?
Yeah. Hello.
Hello, Mama. Should Cruiser play up or down?
Up.
Up? Okay, she's
That's
up
my girl.
too. She's competitive. What does your mom say, Cruz?
Mom, what do you say?
A lot of up.
a lot of leadership qualities going up too.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back. Okay. Sounds like you're getting a lot of influence of playing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to take this week and we're going to think about it and we're going to have to make that hard decision. But so far, you're leaning more playing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better start doing some push-ups, my boy.
Yeah.
Get in the
Gonna
weight
be a
room.
challenge, but a good one. A good challenge.
And do me a favor.
Yeah.
As soon as your mom drops you off at school, I want you to do 20 push-ups as soon as you get out the car.
What? Bruh.
Bruh, no bruh me. You got to get ready. If you're going to play up, you got to get that chest percolating, bruh. All right?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to ask Gia. You know she'll snitch on you if you don't. As soon as you get out the car, you drop down and get 20.
Okay.
I love you. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Say bye to the mess.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye,
Cruiser.
Cruz.
He wants to play up. I wanted him to play down.
I love the confidence, though. If you're going to go up, you got to believe it in yourself first.
All my kids are very confident, almost swagger, almost cocky sometimes.
Are you ready for him to get run over?
I've seen it. That's why I want him to play down as a dad. I was like, play down. You're a little on the small side. Play down just for one more season. Let's see if you have a growth spurt during that. And if, you want to play up and play with your boys again, maybe next year for spring, let's do it. But I think he wants to play with his boys.
Yeah, and I feel like he has so much heart that he wants to move up and continue to get better versus staying in the same place
Yeah.
as last season.
And then the other guys want him to play up with them because they
Right.
see he's little Cruz. He's like the little guy with a big heart. So all the guys love Cruz. They're like, this little kid can take a hit. So, all right. Well, we'll see.
He's going to be taking some hits.
Yeah. He's that guy.
At least
He'll
we
be
told
fine.
him. Yeah. I mean, we live guilt-free.
Right.
Sienna's the only one that will feel
If
guilt.
he gets hurt, then it's on Sienna.
Correct. Yeah.
Wow.
If he tears an ACL, it's all
Listen,
her.
he made his own decision.
No,
and
you
No, that's not
influenced
how it is. This is
My
what being a
girl.
mother is like. You got to live with the decision.
My girl Giabella and Joey's ex-wife also said play up.
Wow,
So
you girls have no desire in caring for us men. Isn't that weird that the men are saying playing down to other women like play up?
yeah, because we're tougher.
Okay.
That's true. That's very true, though. All right, let's get ready for the staycation setup. Thank you for all the calls and opinions. I appreciate you as dad. Who are we topping in with next?
All right, so pretty interesting one. We're gonna check in with Cole. He thinks his girl